So tell us more about your journey. How did you, from learning more about Islam, the oneness of Allah, how did that lead to then you taking that decision to become a Muslim?
Yeah, so it was over the course of a few years. So I got handed one of the green crayons that we actually still hand out at the Dawah stall, the English translation ones. Read it sparingly again, and then I went to Istanbul with my mate, and was just walking around and getting interested in it, and you know, the vibe of Istanbul's completely different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's great. I've since been back with the kids and stuff like that. The idea that there's basically like a mosque on every corner, so when the call to prayer goes up, it's like, just like, okay, there's one there.
Yeah.
So it's quite good. And then I ran into I took the reins to kickboxing, and it was a brother, Mikey Aziz. He was doing the training as an ex-kickboxing champion, world champion actually, heavyweight.
Mikey Aziz.
Yeah. And so I went to pay him at the end of the class. I'm like, listen, the kids, how much is it for the kids? He's like, no, it's okay, I do this as part of them as a cat. And I was like, oh really? That's an interesting way to do as a cat, I suppose, but it's like, how do you know what a cat means? But obviously, I'm not, like, because I wasn't ignorant.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew what zakat was, I knew what salah was, I knew all the basics. And I was like, I know more than you think. So we got into talking and stuff like that, and then it's a bit scattered all over the place, because when I was still thinking about it, I was messaging one of the brothers, Umar from Hope Bridge Masjid, and I kind of fell away for it because he was like, oh, you should come down and when you get a chance, blah blah blah, and there was always an excuse not to. And Mikey's like, I'll take you down to Cope Bridge and that, and I said, right, do you know what, let's go for it. So I went down and went in to see Imam Zabir, and Umar was there, and he's like, oh, hey George, how you doing? It's like, how you doing? It's like, how do you know him? I was like, I was talking to him about a year ago. So I sat down with Imam Zabir and then started going to the mosque there, and also going to the reverts classes that's run at Airdrie. So there's only a couple of mosques that do the reverts classes, and it's Airdrie and Al Furqan up in Glasgow. And it was a pretty quick decision for there. I'd done enough of the reading in the space here, like I'd already done a bit of reading, and then I'd done a more intention, and then I was like, no, this definitely makes sense. And it was very shortly after I just took the decision. I said no, because it'd always been in the back of my mind for a few years, and then I was like, no, it's just time to take the step, set up Shahada for the week after I decided, and then that was it.